London, 1935, August. I'd been back 3 months in the old country, frankly wondering why. The weather made me liverish. No exercise to speak of, and the talk of the ordinary Englishman made me sick. I'd had enough of restaurants, parties, and race meetings. No pal to go about with, which probably explains things. Hoppy binge, lost in the Canadian treasury. Chris King, married off to a blonde heiress in Chicago. Tommy Deloraine, eaten by crocodiles in Limpopo. Leaving me, Richard Hannay, 37 years old, sound in wind and limb. Back home, which was no home at all if you want to know. Just a dull little rented flat in West 1. Portland place, actually. And I was bored. No more than bored. Tired. Tired of the world. Tired of life, to be honest. So I called my broker. He wasn't in. Dropped into my club, full of colonial buffers. Picked up a scotch and soda. Picked up an evening paper, put it back. Full of elections and wars and rumors of wars. And I thought, who the bloody hell cares, frankly? What does it all matter? What happens to the world? What happens to me? No one's missed me. I wouldn't miss me. I could quite easily just... And I thought, come on, pull yourself together, you bloody fool. Think of something mindless, trivial, something utterly pointless, something... I know. A West End show. That'll do the trick.
I have the immense honor of presenting to you one of the most remarkable women ever in the whole world, Mrs. Memory! Every day, Mrs. Memory commits to memory 50 new facts and remembers every one of them. Facts from history and geography, from newspapers and scientific texts. In fact, there are more facts in her brain than it is possible to conceive. Settle down. I will also mention that before retiring, Mrs. Memory has consented to donating her entire brain to the British Museum for scientific purposes. Thank you.
Thank you. I will now place myself in a state of mental readiness for this evening's performance and clear my inner being of all its intrinsic and supernumerary material.
Excuse me, is this seat taken?
Oh, not as far as I know.
Are you ready for the questions, Mrs. Memory?
Quite ready for the questions, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gents, first question, please.
Yes?
On the cup in 1926.
What was that?
On the cup in 1926.
Who
won the cup in 1926? Who won the cup in 1926, Mrs. Memory?
Who won the cup in 1926? But Tottenham Hotspurs won the cup in 1926, defeating the Arsenal Gunners by 5-0 in the presence of His Majesty King George V. Am I right, madam?
Quite right, Mrs.
Thank
Memory.
you.
Thank you. Next question, please.
What was Napoleon's horse called?
What was Napoleon's horse called? What was Napoleon's horse called, Mrs. Memory?
What was Napoleon's horse called? Napoleon's horse called Bellerophon, which he rode for the final time at Waterloo, June 15, 1815. Am I right, madam?
Quite right, Mrs.
Thank you.
Memory. Thank you.
How old is Mae West?
What was that?
How old is Mae West?
How old is Mae West? How old is Mae West, Mrs. Memory?
Well, I know, madam, but I never tell a lady's age.
Oh, very good, Mrs. Memory.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now then, a serious question, please.
I said,
Who is that?
how far is Winnipeg from Montreal?
Ah, a gentleman from Canada. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
How far is Winnipeg from Montreal?
How far is Winnipeg from Montreal? Winnipeg from Montreal, 1,454 miles. Am I right, sir?
Right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Scheiße!
Are you all right?
Thank you, yes.
Next question, please.
Did you hear that?
Excuse me, may I come home with you?
What's the big idea?
Well, I'd like to.
Well, prematurely, I have the decorators in.
Please, I have to.
Your funeral.
What was Napoleon's horse called? Winnipeg. What did it mean? It was defeated by 5-0. Am I right, sir?
Quite right, Mrs. Memory.
Next question, please.
That's enough, Mrs. M.
Thank you, Mr. Hane.
How do you know my name?
I slept in the lobby. Richard Hane! Portland Mansions. Portland Cliff.
Ah, yes. Oh, there's a telephone.
Please don't answer it,
Why not?
because I think it is for me.
Hello. So, may I know your name?
You don't want to know my name. Schmidt. Annabella Schmidt.
Well, Annabella Schmidt, you fired that shot in the theater, didn't you? It wasn't a great show, but it wasn't that bad.
It was a diversion. There were two men at the theater trying to shoot me.
Beautiful, mysterious woman pursued by gunmen. Sounds like a spy story.
That's exactly what it is. Only I prefer the word agent better.
Secret agents, I suppose. For which country?
I don't have a country.
On a balloon, huh?
Now listen very carefully, Mr. Honey. I am being pursued by a very brilliant secret agent of a certain foreign power who was on the point of obtaining highly confidential information vital to your air defense. I tracked two of his men to the music hall. Unfortunately, they recognized me during the streetest moment underneath your English lamp post. Now, do you believe me?
All right, you win.
Monsieur René, I'm going to tell you something which is not very good. But will either midlife or death. But if I tell you, then you are involved.
In what?
Involved!
All right, tell me.
Have you ever heard of the 39 steps?
What's that, a pub?
Enough of your English humor, Mr. Honey, please! All I can tell you is if these men are not stopped, it is only a matter of days, perhaps hours, before this top secret and highly confidential information is out of the country. And when it is out of the country, God have us all. God have the world!
The world?
Yes, Richard. And now we're the only people who can stop them. You don't know what they're like, my friend. How clever their chief is. He has 12 names, 100 faces. He can look like 1,000 people. But one thing he cannot disguise is this part of his little finger is missing. So if you ever should meet a man with no top joint here, be very careful, my friend.
I'll remember that.
Richard,
Yes.
do you
Why?
have a map?
A map.
A map of Scotland.
A map of Scotland.
I just said that.
There's a detailed map of Scotland in my room under the section Scotland.
There is a man in Scotland I must visit if anything is to be done. An Englishman. He lives at a place called Antanashala.
I beg your pardon.
Antanashala.
Altanashala. And the 39th.
Good night, Richard.
Good night, Annabella. Annabella, what are you doing? Oh, you can't sleep? I can't either. I see you found the map. What was it called? Annabella!
He's got me! The man with the little finger missing! He'll get you next! Quick, Richard! Escape! And save the world! To Scotland, Richard! Oh. To Scotland!
Golly.
Anyone sitting here?
Only me.
Mind if we do?
No.
Sorry.
Sorry. Lovely day.
Lovely, yes.
Here, look at this. Woman murdered in a fashionable West End flat. Portland, Manchester. Portland Place.
Go on.
Well-dressed woman about 35 with a knife in her back. The tenant, Richard Hannay, is missing. Terrible.
Terrible.
Approximately 37. Wavy hair. Light brown eyes. Pencil mustache.
Think of Albert. The paper. Fancy anything? Biscuit, sandwich, nice bit of cake.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Look at this!
What?
The train's full of police!
Police.
What's the problem? Something to hide?
Was not.
We're in the clear anyway.
Sorry. Oh, just going to the laboratory. Excuse me.
Sorry!
Too much Agus, probably.
Excuse me, please. Sorry to disturb you. Have you seen this man? His name is Richard Hane.
Excuse me, please. Sorry to disturb you. Have you seen this man? His name is Richard Hane.
Oh, darling, how lovely to see you. Listen, I'm terribly sorry, I really am. You're asking further. I swear I'm innocent. My name's Richard Hane. You've got to help me. I've got to keep free for the next few days. The safety of this country and the whole world depends upon it.
Sorry to disturb you, sir. Madam. Have either of you seen this man passing in the last few minutes? His name is Richard Hane, and he's really dangerous.
This is the man you want, Inspector. He pushed in here and forced himself upon me. He told me his name was Richard Hane.
You're Richard Hane?
Certainly not.
Not this and this. Oh my God, sir! We're the Fort Bridge, sir!
I can see that, Constable. After him, man.
So sorry to disturb you. I'm looking for Professor Jordan. It's really quite important.
I'm the professor's wife, Miss Louisa Jordan. May I know your name?
Oh, my name is, Haymond. Tell him a friend of Miss Annabella Schmidt.
Miss Annabella Schmidt. Do come in if you please, Mr. Hammond.
Thank you.
Here we are, my husband's study. Wait here if you would please. I'll fetch him directly.
Mr. Hammond.
So sorry to have kept
It's quite all right.
from Annabella Schmidt?
She's been murdered, you know. Murdered, and now the police are after me.
I'll get rid of them. Don't you worry, Mr. Hannay. I suppose it's safe to call you by your real name now, isn't it?
Quite safe.
But listen, why'd you come all the way to Scotland to tell me about it?
Because I believe Annabella was trying to tell me about some top secret air ministry secrets, and they're after something called, oh yes, the 39 steps.
The 39 steps.
And if we could figure out who the 39 steps are, then maybe we could stop them.
Tell me, Mr. Hannay, did she happen to tell you what this foreign agent looked like?
There was no time. Wait a minute. There was one thing. His little finger was missing. This little finger, I think.
Are you sure it wasn't
This one? I'm not sure.
Oh, Mr. Hannay, I believe you put me in a fairly difficult position. You see, I live here as a respectable citizen, so my whole existence would be ruined if it were to come out that I was not what I seem. My very best friend is the sheriff of the county. And what makes it doubly important that I simply cannot let you go is that I am about to convey some very important information out of the country. Oh yes, I've got it all right. I'm afraid poor Annabella Schmidt would have been far too late in her great mission to save humanity, her beloved people. So, I believe there's only one option, Mr. Hannay. Unless that is, you care, join us.
Join you.
When the var,
The VAR.
the greatest var there will ever be, even greater than the great var. But this time, we shall be the victors. That is why we need you, Hannay. You have the exact qualities we require. Absolute ruthlessness, unmitigated unscrupulousness, inhuman intelligentness, utter heartlessness. A man with no mercy, no conscience. Oh yes, we know you very well, Mr. Hannay. Or should we call you Richard? Such a sad story. So very sad. No one to love. No little home of your own. No little Snooky Wookie to share it with. So lost, aren't you, old chum? But that doesn't have to be, you see. There's a home. Or Heim of the master race, commanded eternally by destiny itself. Well, what will it be? Will you join us, Richard?
Oh, right, Professor. If you prefer suitable material.
Oh, yes, I do, old sport. Miss Jordan.
Oh, sorry. Oh, just one quick question before I sign up.
Of course, anything.
What exactly are the 39 steps?
The 39 steps. So I do say so myself, is my own brilliant creation. The very soul of the enterprise, the cream of the strudel. But wait a minute. You thought you could come here and spy. You're just as bad as she was, with all of her sentimental, high-minded, outmoded, bowing snivel. You thought you could pull the wool.
Master Race, I despise you.
No. The 39 steps. You will never, ever know.
You called, dear?
Just to say, my dear, that Mr. Hannay will not be joining us for lunch.
Oh, what a shame. Goodbye, Miss Hannay.
Not so fast, Professor. No tea, thank you. See, now look here, Professor.
Biscuit?
No biscuit, thank you. This is serious, you know.
Quite right. Whenever you're ready, Inspector!
Otherwise, I'd hardly put myself in your hands with the murder charge hanging over me.
Never heed the murder, Mr. Honey. Just need a quick statement to forward the proper authorities. Quickly, man!
A statement? There's no time for a statement. The professor's got the information, don't you see? And it's absolutely vital to the safety of our air defense.
You want to see Sheriff?
Yes, and about time. Do you think I enjoy playing time with the murderer?
Murderer?
Murderer! Richard Charles Alpharetta Hane, you are under arrest on the charge of willful murder of Annabella Schmitz in Portland Place on London, Tuesday last. Handcuffs, Inspector.
Yes, sir. Come here, you.
But you heard my story, it's true.
I don't believe any of your cocky story. Professor Jordan is my personal friend, and in my personal opinion, the most personable Englishman of all of Scotland. Hurry with the handcuffs, Inspector.
Yes, sir. Right, yes, sir.
Give me Professor Jordan this moment.
Professor Jordan?
Yes, indeed. The very self-same Professor Jordan that you accuse of treason. Oh, you're a deep water, Renee. And it's getting deeper by the second. Yes, give me Professor... No.
Listen! I demand that you allow me to speak to the Foreign Office in London.
Foreign Office in London. Ooh. Hello. Professor. Handcuffs, man.
Yes, sir! That's so far now, sir!
Hello. Professor Jordan. Thank God, sir. God bless you, sir. Yes, indeed, this is the sheriff, sir. I just wanted to say, sir, we've apprehended the villain. Everything's humbly sorry and fully tickety. Hello, Professor. Give me Professor Jordan this moment. Now you listen here, yeah, treating. You're blundering. Professor Jordan. So terribly sorry, sir. So terribly sorry, sir. Everything's farther dimmy, sir. Utterly, humbly sorry and fully tickety. Handcuffs, Inspector.
Yes, sir! Second cuff! Going on now, sir!
Oh, no, you don't.
He's left from the window. Stop. Let him out!
As I was saying, everything's fine, sir. Everything's humbly sorry and fully tickety. A rather about line, sir. It's the Highland storms coming up within airy mountains on a rushy glen, sir.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. Could you possibly help me?
Hello. You're here at last.
Am I?
He's here, Mr. McQuarrie!
He's here. Thank the Lord.
Thank ye. And without further ado, Mr. McQuarrie will now introduce our evening special guest. Mr. McQuarrie, if you will please. Mr. McQuarrie, sir, speak up. Stick up, eh?
Right here.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I must apologize for my slight hesitation in addressing you just now, but to tell you the simple truth, I entirely failed while listening to the chairman's flattering description. Anyway, as I journeyed up to Scotland over that magnificent structure, the Forth Bridge, I had no idea I'd certainly be addressing such a historic gathering. Anyway, may I say right away how truly relieved I am to find myself in your presence at this moment. Oh, do take a seat. We're just about to get started to the best. Good heavens. Hello.
Hello.
Anyway, we're all here tonight to discuss. What shall we discuss? I know about the idle rich. Not that I can't talk about that because I'm not rich and I've never been idle. Thanks awfully. Actually, I've been pretty busy most of my life, really. Well, not that recently. Recently, I've been in a bit of a slump. Well, not that recently. The last few days. The last day, really. Everything's gone a bit haywire, frankly. Pretty damn bonkers if you want to know. But the odd thing is, you carry on, and it's pretty bracing when you do. You're just thinking of jacking it all in when, I don't know, something is the old ticker pumping again, and your mind singing, and your heart's racing, and you never felt this way before. And you realize something you've never realized, that the world isn't so bad, and the people in the world, they're not so bad either. And we shouldn't be thinking of ourselves all the time, but finding our corner, thinking of them, thinking of, what does it say on the Statue of Liberty? The tired, the poor, the homeless, the tempest tossed, the yearnings to breathe free. And we shouldn't be thinking of ourselves all the time. So vote yes for a new world, a free world, and a better world, and above all, Mr. McCrocodile. Thank you.
This is the man you want, Inspector!
Where I've heard those words before.
That'll be all, miss. Thank you, miss. We'll take it from here. Now, come along, sir.
Listen, there's an enormously important secret being taken out of this country by a devilishly brilliant foreign agent. I can't do anything myself with these fool detectives. But if you telephone Scotland Yard and...
I do no such thing. Goodbye, Mr. Hannay.
Just telephone Scotland Yard and...
Actually, beg your pardon, Miss
Edwards, Pamela Edwards.
On second thought, Miss Edwards, we'd like you to come with us too.
Me? But you just said that...
Just to the police station, miss.
If you wouldn't mind, miss, just to Inverary, miss.
Inverary? But that's nearly
40 miles, miss!
40 miles?
You did that, miss.
He's to be questioned by the Procurator Fiscal personally.
Procurator Fiscal personally.
It's essential for public security, miss.
Essential for public security? Well, I suppose if it's absolutely necessary.
Thank you, miss. Much appreciated, miss. If you'd just like to pop into the car, miss.
Pop into the what?
The car, miss.
What car?
Oh, hello.
I'm not talking to you.
Oh, right.
Wait a minute. This is the wrong road. This is the road south. Inverary's north, surely.
There's a bridge falling down on We shall have to go around. The man knows the way, miss.
Would you have a small bet with me, Pamela? All right. I'll have it with you, Sherlock. I'll lay you 100 to 1 that your procurator fiscal has the top joint of his little finger missing. I win.
Oh my. Now where are we?
Damn sheep! We shall have to clear them away. Come along, man!
Well, what we do then?
Here's what we do with them.
Wait a minute. No, what are you doing? Unchain this handcuff.
Now you're a special constable, miss. As long as you stay, he stays.
Oh.
Come on! Out of the way, you bleeding brute!
And as long as I go, no, you go. Come on.
Police! Police! Help!
Right. Feel this. Pistol. Want me to shoot you stone dead?
Not particularly, no.
Then get a move on. Listen, one more peep out of you, I'll shoot you first and myself after. I mean it. Now come along.
I'm stuck in a fog. I can't move.
Yes, you can. Now come on. Look,
What?
a river. A river.
Oh, I am not crossing that.
You're so lazy.
I can't actually,
What?
swim.
Oh, marvelous. 20 million women on this island, and I'd be chained to you. Right, now, come on.
Oh, stop that! What are you doing? Take me back this moment. Do you hear me?
No turning back now. Sorry.
Put me down. How dare you? Put me down this moment.
All right. In that case, I'll put you down, and you'll sink like a stone, and you'll drag me with you. What's it to be? Live together or die together?
Stop it. Stop it. Don't be ridiculous. Put it down. Put it down. Stupid girls. Oh.
On we go.
Will you stop humming?
Is that tune?
Listen, Richard Hannay, wanted man. Those policemen will get you just as soon as it's light. You know that, don't you?
Listen, Pamela. Whatever your name is.
Edwards.
Edwards. Are you sure you don't know Schnauzer Edwards?
No!
You look just like him. Those policemen are not policemen, and they'll stop at nothing to get their hands off of you.
Same silly penny novelette spy story.
All right then, if you prefer to be alone on a dark moor, medical to a murderer who'll stop at nothing to get his hands off of you. Is that better?
I'm not afraid of you. Oh no!
Bless you.
Thank you.
Now, come on.
Ow! You just don't care, do you? All you care about is your selfish, pompous, beastly, horrible, horrid, heartless.
Wait a minute. What is that noise? It is a little tiny Highland hotel.
I thought I heard something. You pulled me in the ears. Come in. And welcome to the McGurgle Hotel. I am Mrs. McGurgle, and this is my husband, Willie McGurgle.
Hello. Say hello, darling. Hello, darling.
Not you, Willie. Silly Willie. Stop. Just one thing. We only have the one room with the one bed in it. You're man and wife, I suppose. Is there something wrong, dear?
Oh, nothing's wrong. She wants to tell you something, that's all. Don't you, darling? You see, the thing is, we're a runaway couple.
I thought you were. Don't worry. Your secret's safe with us. Willie!
Oh, thanks awfully. Isn't that super, darling? Darling!
Super! Tender young love. first night, if you catch me good. The wee young doves.
Really? Listen, if you think I'm going to spend the whole night alone with you in
Listen, you better get that damn skirt off.
Oh, I shall keep it on, thank you. Actually, I will take my shoes off and my stockings.
Can I be of assistance?
No, thank you.
Warmer now.
Yes, thanks.
Jolly good.
Wait a minute. What are you doing? I am not lying on that.
It's the only bed there is, I'm afraid. Sorry.
Will you stop humming?
Wish I could get that damn tune out of my head. You know when I last slept in a bed? Saturday night. Whenever that was. Then I only got a couple of hours.
What woke you? Dreams? I imagine murderers have terrible dreams.
Dreadful, yes. Ever since I started out on my life of crime. I never had a chance, you see. Poor little orphan boy. That was me, darling. Irredeemable, irreclaimable, utterly horrid and beastly and, what was it?
Heartless.
Exactly. I'd get away from me as quick as you can if I were you. Oh, no, you can't. Can't you? Are you sure you don't know Schnozzle? Oh, well.
Miss Jordan? Listen, please, Miss Jordan. We had to take the girl as well as her name. No, Miss Jordan. We lost her on the moor. It was a sheep, you see. He'll have told her the whole plot by now. She'll know we're not the real police. What's that, Miss Jane? Dispose of her? As soon as we find it? Yes, madam. Just as you say, madam. We'll ditch him. In a ditch. Beg your pardon, madam? He's what? Has he... Is he... Does he? Very good, madam. Good thinking, madam. Goodbye, madam. Guess what? The professor stuck a wind up and he's clear now. Says it's too dangerous for Penny and the girl on the loose. He's worrying the whole 39 steps.
Whole 39 steps? Blood! Does he have the,
Certainly does. He's picking up our friend from the London Palladium tonight on the way out. We gotta get to the professor. Pronto! Well,
Morning.
What are you doing? Wait a minute. How did you get out of these? Or why didn't you run away?
I did. Then, just as I was going, I discovered you'd been speaking the truth, so I thought I'd stay. Anyways, those two policemen came here last night. They're not policemen!
I know they're not policemen. I said they're not policemen.
sorry.
So, what did they say?
Oh, yes, a lot of stuff about something with a number. 20, 30,
9!
39, that's right. 39,
Cents.
39 cents, exactly. How did you know that? Anyways, someone's going to warn them. How can you warn steps?
Never mind. Go on.
Right, and someone's got the wind up and is clearing out, and they're picking someone up from the London Palladium.
London Palladium. London Palladium. Who is that, I wonder? Could that be our friend with the little finger missing? What's he want to go there for? Funny thing for a master spy to do.
I feel an awful fool for not having believed you.
That's all right. Well, I suppose we...
Yes.
Going, really.
What?
Which, room are they staying?
Who?
The 2 men.
Staying in? Well, they're not.
What?
They went away as soon as they telephoned. They drove off into the night. Rather fast, actually.
Where?
Don't know. Sorry. Doesn't matter.
Does it matter?
What?
Why didn't you stop them?
Who?
The 2 men.
Because I want to see you.
Well, that was a stupid thing to do, wasn't it?
Apparently, yes.
So, where did they go?
I don't know. The London Palladium, I suppose.
The London Palladium. When?
Tonight, on the way out.
On the way out. On the way out of what?
I don't know what.
Well, that's 4 or 5 precious hours wasted.
Listen, if you're all leaving the country, that's fine, isn't it? Just leave well alone.
Leave well alone. I'm accused of murder. The only way to clear my name is to expose these spies.
Your name. Your name. You see, all you think about is yourself. You're horrible, beastly, horrid, selfish, pompous, horrible,
Why
heartless.
not? More important than clearing my name is they're about to leave the country with the secrets vital to the safety of our country, vital to the safety and security of the whole world.
Well, I'm very, very, very sorry.
Well, thanks for your help. Goodbye.
Goodbye. And don't expect me to come with you.
I won't.
Good.
Good.
I'm not surprised you're an orphan. Ah! Hello, yes, Scotland Yard? It's about Richard Connect, the man wanted for murder, except he didn't know. What? Because listen, I need to speak to the Chief Commissioner, please. It's Pamela Edwards here, and it's a matter of life or death, actually, and... Hello? Uncle Bob, is that you? Oh, thank God. Fine, thanks. Now look, about Richard Connect. He's gone to the... Is it okay to tell you? Okay, sorry, Uncle Bob. He's gone to the London Palladium. Hello?
What on earth are you doing here?
I'll go then, shall I?
No. You better stay now. You're here.
Righto.
But now look here. I found him.
Who?
The professor.
Oh, with the little finger missing.
Yes.
Which little finger?
Oh, it doesn't matter which little finger. He's over there, in the box. There, you see?
Oh, gosh, yes. But there's nothing you can do. I've talked to Scotland Yard.
Scotland Yard!
My uncle's chief commissioner, actually. Uncle Bob.
Bob?
Yes.
Bob's your uncle.
Yes. And nothing's been stolen from our air defense. No secret, top secret information or anything remotely secret.
But those men said the professors got it. My God! Police! What are they doing here? You didn't tell them I was here, did you?
Oh, darn, sorry.
Well, that's it then. That's it.
Oh, my.
And now, with your kind attention, I have the immense honor of presenting to you one of the most remarkable women ever in the whole world, Mrs. Memory.
Wait a minute. That's the damn tune I couldn't get out of my head.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I will now make myself ready and prepare for this evening's performance.
I've got it. I've got it. Of course, they don't think anything's missing. All the information's in Memory's head. That's why the professor's here tonight. To take Memory out of the country with the information.
First question, please.
How high is the dome of St. Paul's Cathedral?
How high is the dome of St. Paul's Cathedral? The dome of St. Paul's Cathedral is...
Richard Charles Arbuthnot.
Yes.
Detective Chief Superintendent Albright, sir. Scotland Yard, sir. I'm arresting you on the charge of murder.
Murder?
But he's innocent, I tell you. Chief Detective, Chief Inspector, Superintendent Detective Albright.
All right. I'm sorry, Pamela. There is no other way.
Very, very wise, sir. Now... Hang on! He's escaped! Quick! Look on the exit! Carry on as normal, Miss Memory, please.
Very good, sir. Thank you, sir. As I was saying, the height of St. Paul's Cathedral is precisely 200...
What are the 39 steps? What are the 39 steps? Come on, Miss Memory. Answer up.
The 39 steps, sir. The 39 steps.
Yes, Miss Memory. For the last time, what
The
are
39 steps is an organization of spies. They collect information on behalf of a secret service of...
There! That's the man you want, Detective Chief Inspector Superintendent Albright.
Too late, Tanae! You thought you could defeat me? Well, this isn't your story. This is my story, and I decide how it ends. You thought you found true love? Afraid not, old sport. You will die as you lived, unloved, in your dull little rented Portland place. You don't defeat me, and you don't get the girl!
Get down, Henry! Get down!
No, Hanae! You don't defeat me. You lose the girl and you die of grief. That's how your story ends. You thought you found true love? Afraid not, old sport. You will die unloved in your dull little rented Portland Place flat. A lost man, forever lost. Such a sad story, so very sad. Goodbye, my dear young lady. I'm so sorry it had to end like this. Who knows? Maybe...
Not so fast, Professor!
Don't panic! Don't panic, ladies and gents! Stay calm! Bring all the dancing girls!
Miss Memory, what was the secret formula you were taking out of the country?
The biggest job I ever had to tackle. Is it okay for me to tell you, sir?
Of course it is, Miss Memory.
The first feature of the new engine is its greatly increased ratio of compression, represented by R minus 1 over R to the power of gamma and 9 sequence to the power of XY 49 squared, duplicated, notwithstanding by 31.71 point and 88 point recurrent, aligned to the
right, Miss Memory.
Glad off my mind at last, sir.
Well, I guess.
Well done.
Well done, you.
You're a free man, anyway.
Right.
You saved the world, too.
We both did that.
I hardly.
Damn well did.
Well, I better be.
Right. Better be. You know. Got the decorators and. You know.
Yes.
Anyway. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Right, so I've been thinking of.
I've been thinking.
I have also.
What about?
The most beautiful girl I ever saw on a train, who I can't stop thinking about. What have you been thinking about?
A poor little orphan boy who never had a chance. I can't stop thinking about him either.
Right. Better be, you know, got the decorators and, you know.
This is the man I want, Inspector.
What's that drumming noise?
Oh, I think it's our hearts.
Shall we?
Probably.
Is it Christmas?
Christmas Eve, actually.
Thank God! Happy Christmas, Pamela Edwards.
Happy Christmas, Richard Hannay.
Can I call you Snozzy?
No.
Right.